What is the dumper's experience during no contact? Check this out. After doing thousands of coaching sessions, these tips I'm about to give you are the best tips that actually work for getting your ex back. So step number 1 is relief and initial confidence. And before I continue into that, if you need a session, go to the Stan Store link in my bio and click the option that works for you. So here, what's the time frame on this? Now, you're looking at about a month and a half, give or take. Initially, the dumper feels A, relief. They feel good about finally making the decision to end things. And B, confidence. They believe the breakup was the right choice and expect you to chase them. Remember that point. Here are the typical thoughts that go through your dumper's mind during this initial phase here. Finally, I did it. I'm free. Something along those lines. They'll probably text me soon, chase me. And again, a lot of these aren't actually conscious thoughts. It's more like feelings, like especially if they haven't heard from you in a while, right? And here's the best response for this. No response at all, okay? Stay completely silent. Their confidence is temporary and based on expectations of you chasing them. That's why this stuff works so well. If you can stick to no contact, a lot of people, over 90% of people can't stick to no contact. They just can't let go. So once you do, you'll have all the power. Okay, stage number 2 is curiosity and confusion, all right? So after a few months, I say a few weeks, I say several weeks or a couple of months of silence, they begin to wonder. So the first thing, A, is curiosity. They're surprised you haven't reached out and start thinking about what you are doing. And then B, they get confused because your silence wasn't expected. It was completely unexpected. So they start to question their assumptions, okay? The typical thoughts are, why haven't they called? Are they already over me? Are they dating somebody else? Stick to no contact. It will deepen their curiosity. Number 3, nostalgia and emotional reflection, okay? This usually happens after about the 3rd month, give or take. The more time that passes, the nostalgia starts to kick in. Positive memories about your relationship become stronger. And this causes regret or doubt. They begin to question their decision, wondering if they were too impulsive. And it was such an emotional decision anyway, right? It's usually caused by a lot of consistent negativity in the relationship. Again, just because you know this does not mean you start reaching out during this stage. They still need to come to you right now. Stage number 4 is jealousy and fear of losing you permanently. These ones, especially number 3 and 4, kind of go really quickly. So I usually end up just reducing 5 down to 3 when if I've made videos like this in the past, right? So I usually try to keep it down to 3, but this is going to be a longer video. So the stage is jealousy, fear of losing you. This is in the later months, again, 3, 4. After they notice that you're thriving without them, they begin to feel jealous and they end up feeling fear of loss because they feel like they're losing access to you. And they're realizing that the grass is not greener on the other side. So the typical thoughts are, have they met somebody else? What if they're really gone? Okay? Keep focusing on yourself during this time. I know it stings. I know it feels like you're in the grinder right now, but you got to keep going. Stage number 5 is genuine regret and desire to reconnect. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Again, all these happen kind of quickly near the end, and they can all go bam, 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 right to the next one. So this is where the real regret kicks in. These are for the people that can stick to no contact, okay? So eventually they deeply reconsider the breakup and the reasons behind it. Remember, people can't see past what they feel most of the time. Okay, they don't sit there and go, well, we've been dating for 5 years. Maybe I should try to work this out, right? This causes a desire to reconnect. If these feelings persist, and they will, they start to genuinely want communication and even reconciliation. And this is why I just reduced these 5 stages down to 3, okay? So the typical thoughts are, did I lose somebody really special? I missed them. Maybe I made a mistake, okay? The best response is to be patient. And as soon as they start reaching out during this point, This is when you want to go slow. I'm going to talk about that in a second. There is one more thing I want to talk about is what can influence this timeline. Okay. Now, the first thing, so A, is the length and depth of the relationship. Okay. B, how maturely you handled no contact and if you actually stuck to no contact. And C, your personal growth and strength during this time. Okay. So one thing to avoid is thinking that you need to go right back into where things left off. It's not how this goes. You need to start dating again, going nice and slow. You don't want to just rush right back into dating. This also lets you guys feel each other out so that they need to feel the growth and strength that you accumulated during the breakup. Because there does need to be genuine change, guys. And that's why it takes so long for your ex to actually come back, because they realize change doesn't happen overnight. So the dumper's experience during no contact often starts with relief, but transitions into curiosity, nostalgia, jealousy, and ultimately genuine regret. By maintaining silence and emotional strength, you allow this process to unfold. Remember, it's a process, okay? It takes time, and it's just like going to the gym. You just have to keep doing it. Keep showing up every day for yourself, which is, funny enough, going to attract other people around you. And look, if you don't get your ex back, you get something better every time. Patience is your friend. Silence triggers their emotional journey and process to move forward. And your growth and independence are attractive. So keep going. And if you need my help, reach out to me.